So yesterday was Juneteenth, the least celebrated holiday in America by far. I mean, seriously, folks. You know those little fake minuscule holidays that they come up with like, oh, today is National Skin Cancer Awareness Day. Or today is Pizza Lovers Day. Today is National Donut Day. Everyone come on down to Krispy Kreme for a free original glazed with one purchase. People celebrate those fake holidays more than they celebrate the fake holiday of Juneteenth. And as someone who is basically raised amongst the black community, I can tell you for a 100% fact that I never ever saw anyone celebrating Juneteenth. I never ever heard anyone mention Juneteenth. The first time I ever heard anyone talking about Juneteenth, outside of reading about certain things in history books, the first time I ever heard anyone mention it was maybe about 10 years ago, if I'm being generous. It wasn't until like 2020 with the BLM riots, that's when some people started to pretend as if they celebrated Juneteenth when we know in reality they did not. Juneteenth basically exists to be a virtue signal. All of these little Juneteenth celebrations that are suddenly being organized across America out of nowhere, most of them are being organized by liberal white people. Okay? That's the reality of the situation. In fact, just yesterday, on Juneteenth, I was out eating and I overheard my waitress talking to a few other waitresses. And she was like, nuh-uh, they got us in here working on Juneteenth. Ain't that racist? And the other girls were like, wait, it's Juneteenth? They had no idea that it was even Juneteenth. Most people didn't unless you had it crammed down your throat, because the reality is, it's not really a real holiday that people actually celebrate. They can try to convince you that they do, but they don't. And it's weird seeing these corporations try to hop on this holiday, because look, all of these other holidays existed before I did. I wasn't around to see when Christmas became commercialized. I was not around yet when Halloween became commercialized or when Easter became commercialized, although I did kind of see the, steady uptick of commercialization with Easter, but you guys get what I'm saying? So I'm watching them try to turn Juneteenth into a real holiday before my eyes, and it's backfiring. There's unsold Juneteenth clothes at Target. And the grocery stores are putting out like Juneteenth cupcakes, and they're desperately trying to make this happen. Why? Not because they want to be inclusive or because they care. No, they think that they can milk money out of the black community if they establish another holiday. Hey, you black people, please come spend your money at my business for our Juneteenth stuff. Yeah, we know 4th of July is right around the corner, and you're going to spend a lot of money then too, but we need another holiday, please. So these stores are starting to put out like Juneteenth merchandise, and it's already backfiring. Because most of the people who pretend to celebrate Juneteenth, they're people with a victimhood mentality. And they will play the victim no matter what. So I knew it was only a matter of time before these corporations and these businesses promoting Juneteenth, I knew it was only a matter of time before they did something that offended someone. And God, man, there's a grocery store in the South. I'm not sure if it's out west or up north. I know it's down south, called Kroger's. Okay? And Kroger's started putting out Juneteenth cakes. And the optics here are absolutely terrible. They put out these shitty, I mean crappy, Juneteenth cakes. They look terrible. And they're like literally laying on a table surrounded by watermelon cakes. And my thing is like, did you guys not look at this and think like, wait, how could this backfire? Here's our Juneteenth cake. We're going to surround it by a bunch of watermelon cakes. Hopefully, this doesn't look wrong. Hopefully no one, gets offended by this. It's absolutely insane. And they're putting out all of these Juneteenth cakes and they're half-assing them. They're not even taking the time to spell out certain words. They're like, finally free and all this stuff. In fact, one cake they put out, all they said on it was free. You know what? I got to show you the video because there's a woman on TikTok that that recorded this, and man, people are pissed. People are very upset by this. I'm going to go ahead and roll this clip, but before I do, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you drop a comment. Tell everyone Happy Juneteenth in the comments below. Also, if you really support the channel and you would like to take your support one step further, you could also donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. Always greatly and humbly appreciated. But with that being said, let's go ahead and roll this clip of these Juneteenth cakes, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
This is some bullshit. Who the hell made this ugly ass shit? I wish it was a manager here because y'all decorate everything else around here cute. Everything else around here cute. But for Juneteenth, you want to just throw something on a freaking cookie cake and expect someone to buy it? That's bullshit. Fuck no. What this fuck free at last? Free, really? Who the fuck finna buy this dumbass shit? You know what? I'm gonna be in here bright early in the morning to talk to somebody about this because this is unacceptable.
Now, personally, I think that this is absolutely hilarious. And I think that Kroger's deserves all of the pushback that they're getting. Because we know that Kroger's knows that Juneteenth isn't a real holiday. You don't got to be putting out Juneteenth cakes. Obviously, from the looks of things, none of the caterers cared about these cakes. They didn't show any love to these cakes. They just quickly slapped them together, hoping to get a few bucks from the black community. And, the reason why I say that Kroger's deserves this pushback is because they tried to cater. That's kind of ironic. They literally tried to cater to a group of people that constantly plays victim about everything. And then what happened? It backfired in their face. You made these cakes to cater to a certain group of people who always cries victim about everything, that finds the racism in everything, and now they found the racism in your Juneteenth cakes. Now, the very thing you did to try to be woke and inclusive, it backfired right in your face, and it always will every time. Because when you try to cater to people with a victim mentality, eventually they're going to pretend to be a victim of you or something you did, and they're going to turn on you. And that is what is happening to Kroger's. Now, do the cakes look like crap? Yes. Is it obvious that they put a little more attention to detail in other cakes? Yes. Is placing these cakes around a bunch of watermelons a good look? Probably not. But also, I'm not someone that gets easily offended. I'm tired of everyone getting easily offended. Don't cry and have a meltdown over watermelons. I'm a white guy. I love I eat more watermelon and drink agua fresca. I drink and eat more watermelon than any black person I know. So I think it's stupid that people get offended by watermelons and things, yet that's what happens in today's world. So when you make your little Juneteenth cakes and just surround them with your little watermelon cakes, of course, it's a recipe for disaster, literally. And that's how it turned out, because now this story has gone viral. People are calling for a boycott of Kroger's. Now they're saying Kroger's is racist and all of this stuff, and it all could have been prevented if they did not try to virtue signal. If they simply went about their day like a normal day instead of pretend celebrating a fake holiday, they would not be getting canceled right now. Everything would be fine. Because no one goes to the grocery store for Juneteenth cakes. Because no one goes to the grocery store for Juneteenth anything. Because no one, and that means black people as well, no one actually celebrates Juneteenth. So all of this could have been easily prevented. But I'm glad it wasn't. Because these idiots need to continue to make themselves look stupid until they get the point. But for now, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.